Cirbie, what did you think about last night's episode when you were watching it with your family and friends?
You know, every week I learn a lot of new things from the girls. You hear each time a girl gets eliminated that, there's a lot more drama, a lot more cat fights, and, girls say some negative things about Christina just because she's a very intimidating player, and she's got game and everything. And to hear people badmouth her about, the things that she does, I mean, it's her own choice to say choke or her own choice to give fluff to a lot of the other girls, but that's just the way she plays. And when there's a lot of controversy surrounding her, it just makes people tune in more. I mean, that's exactly why certain girls are chosen for the big break. Everybody has their own personalities that bring it into a TV show. And I am just kind of surprised each episode as to who says what, who does what, how everybody competes underneath that kind of pressure, because each show, it's harder and tougher and more pressure and more, I'm sure, just jitterness. I don't know if I would have been able to hold myself up to all those competitions that the girls have been doing. It just blows my mind away.
Yeah, it actually was great to see such good golf this week. There was so much of it. Well, you mentioned, why, producers pick certain people, and it still confuses me why someone like Sam, who isn't controversial, doesn't get into the drama, very quiet and a lovely person. Everybody seems to love her. Why would she have been picked?
She is a sweetheart. She has great game. Her sister's on the LPGA, her twin. So, she's trying to make a name for herself as well, and she's trying to do the best that she possibly can to, that's some shoes that she has to fill, considering that your other twin is already on the LPGA. I mean, that's got to be more pressure on her. I mean, that's a definite. If my sister was better than me at a couple of sports, and it made me try harder. It was hard to fit into her shoes because she was like a horse. I mean, she could run and run and run and run. It was crazy. And then, I'm good at the things that I do, and then she was good at the things that she does. And considering that Sam and her sister both share a very big passion and love for the game of golf, I mean, that's a tough one to have to feel those kinds of shoes. And she's just a very sweet, genuine, kind person. She is funny. A lot of us kept saying, oh, Sam, you got to be a closet breaker or something. Something's got to turn out. I mean, there's got to be something you're hiding. But, she never, ever let anything show, and I think she is as genuine as she puts herself out to be. And, you got to have a big variety of people for a TV show. So she was the perfect candidate for it.
Yeah, she certainly created the separation between the instigators and the ones who don't get involved. She does add that to the show for sure. Do you actually follow the forums that are going on there and what people are saying about the show out there on the internet?
Not really. I usually hear it from a lot of friends, and then through some fans, because fans will go on there and log on to Golf Channel, and then they'll copy and paste stuff and send it to me in a message on MySpace and be like, oh, here's what people are saying. I did go on to the forums a couple of times, and I had a lot of people bad-mouthing me, and I just laugh at it. I think it's hilarious, the things that people will sit there and talk about, or kind of argue that with another person online, like they have nothing better to do. That's all people's opinions, and the more they talk about it, I mean, it just makes that person's name stick around longer. I read your forums. I love your little bulletins and posts, and I love Golf for Women and, the Golf Channel, but I'm not on the internet as much over the past couple months because of the wedding planning and whatnot. I've been making time to watch the big break because it was something I was a part of, and, it means a lot to me, so I make sure to make time for that.
I'm curious about the forums just because they are very active, and that's all good for TV.
Well, there actually has been a few times I have gone on to, I'll Google my name. It's something fun to do every once in a while. Like, wow, I can't sleep at night. You Google your own name. And I've gone on to some sites where people have posed as me. I've found a few sites that has happened. And I think on the golf channel, there was somebody that was on there that was doing that, and I don't even have an account on there. So I thought that was fairly strange, but I mean, hey, people do that. That's whatever. That's their issue. That's, I know what I'm doing every day, but I let the girls know that there was somebody kind of getting a little weird.
That's the thing with the internet, right?
Yeah,
You just can't control it.
Exactly.
So when you gals are together in Hawaii every day, somebody new joins the group, do you ever sit down as a group and say, well, who are we going to see tomorrow? Do you ever kind of have that little debate amongst yourselves to find out, guess who's going to come in the door?
Every day. We would try to guess to see who it was throughout the day, and we'd have little hints here and there of, we hear things throughout the radio and whatnot, what they were talking about, and we're like, oh, I wonder who's going to be eliminated today. Is it going to be Susan? Is it going to be Christina? Is it going to be Lori? I mean, we would always try to find out stuff every time a girl was eliminated. We'd get all the gossip, so then we know what was going on behind the scenes, because, I mean, a lot of times you can't brush that off of you when you're playing. That will go into your game, and you will see that. So you got to learn to, leave that kind of stuff at the door and then do your thing. And that was one of the highlights each day, is to sit around and try to, right when the girls would come in, we had no idea who was eliminated. So we'd all start talking and getting in our little groups and be like, oh my God, I wonder what they did today, I wonder what kind of eliminations happened, and I wonder who's going to be coming in. And we jokingly take little bets and stuff, like, okay, well, I guess today it's going to be so-and-so because, yesterday they were doing this, and throughout the entire time they've been here, these things were happening or whatnot. So a couple times we were right, and then a few other times we were just shocked. So
did you guess last night right, or were you as surprised as I was?
I was very surprised. I was surprised even back when Adrian was eliminated, like the day after I was, and she's a very strong player. I mean, that goes to show you, I mean, the big break is a big break for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
All kinds of things can happen, and golf is a fickle sport. It's like a roller coaster ride. You don't know really what's going to happen the next day and what's going to be thrown at you.
That's for sure.
Quite an adventure.
Well, you have quite an adventure coming up in a week from, well, less than a week. The wedding is next Tuesday, and
yes.
And so we'll be thinking about you. We won't be watching the big break because of the U.S. Open, but we'll definitely be thinking about you and hope to see some pictures in a future post.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. That'll be a lot of fun. We got a buddy of ours that he played with, Tom Lee, and helped produce a couple CDs, and he's one of Troy's groomsmen, longtime friend, and we have just a bunch of rockers out there, and we just finished our wedding playlist. There's some crazy hard rock, and then there's soft stuff and some new age in there, just to kind of mix it up a bit. And so it's like people won't experience this kind of an event somewhere else. So they're coming into our world, and we want them to experience what we would be doing for ourselves and how we want to be comfortable. And so it'll be a lot of fun. And actually, Dana, Cougar Mama, is coming up with her daughter, and she's going to be at the wedding.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And the other girls, they have tournaments going on, so they gave me their love. But I hope them the best for the tournaments they play.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we wish you all the best. We can't wait to talk to you after you get back from your honeymoon. And give me a shout. Let me know when you're back, and we'll pick up where we left off.
Awesome.
Okay, Cirbie, best of luck to you. Take care.
Yeah, take care. Bye.